The chain of kindness. Once upon a time, in a busy, bustling city, something amazing happened. A magical chain of kindness began with one small act. A 6-year-old girl who sold tissues on the street. Even though she was very young, her heart was as big as the sky. She was kind, she was brave, and she was full of hope. Every day, she walked down the busy street with her little box of tissues. One sunny day, she saw something very sad. A woman crying. The woman cried and cried. Our little girl stopped in her tracks and thought, "I can help." With a gentle heart and a bright, shining smile, she did something wonderful. She gave the crying woman some tissues and, even more, a warm, kind smile. The woman looked up and saw the little girl's kind eyes. Even though she was very sad, a tiny spark of hope lit inside her. Before the woman could pay for the tissues, the little girl walked away. But not so fast. With her small hand, she turned around and waved as if saying, "Goodbye." That tiny wave sparked a big, exciting fire of good deeds. The crying woman felt very sorry. In her sadness, she took out her mobile phone and sent a message to her husband. "Sorry, it is my fault." At that very moment, her husband was sitting in a restaurant, thinking about his own troubles. When he read the message, a small smile crept across his face. Then something surprising happened. He decided to be kind in his own way. He gave the waiter $50 even though his bill was only $10. The waiter was so surprised and happy with this extra money. With joy in his heart, he left the restaurant, ready to share his happiness with others. Outside the restaurant, the waiter met a poor woman selling sweets on the sidewalk. She worked very hard every day. The waiter bought some sweets for $2 and then gave her $20 as a gift. Look at her smile light up the street. Not far away, the old woman saw the extra money and felt her heart fill with joy. Her eyes sparkled, and her face lit up with a bright smile. With that money, she decided to make a very special meal. She gathered her simple mat and a few belongings, went to the butcher and bought some pieces of meat. Then she hurried home to cook a delicious meal for her beloved granddaughter. In her little home, as she stirred the pot, she remembered that the kindness from the little girl had now touched so many hearts. Just when the meal was ready, the door opened. In walked the little tissue seller, the kind little girl with a bright face and a wonderful smile, as bright as sunshine. She had come back home to share her simple happiness with her grandmother. The old woman welcomed her with open arms. Together, they sat down to enjoy the meal. Their eyes met, and in that moment, they both knew. Even a small act of kindness can change many lives.